What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Cameron from Sky Games Canada. Today we have another sealed Switch, PS4, and PS5 unboxing, much like the one we did a few videos ago. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go check that one out as well. Video link for that will be in the description and on the screen. We were just at East Gwillimbury's Comic-Con and we had an awesome time talking about games, Pokemon cards, wrestling, and all the sorts with so many people. If you were there, make sure you leave a comment and let us know that you are one of the people that were there. It was a really fun time, and we're looking forward to Owen Sound Comic-Con on February 28th. Make sure you check us out there as well. If you're unsure of where we're going to be next, make sure you check out our Linktree, Facebook, and Instagram. I always post the upcoming shows in our bio. Hope to see you at a future show, but without further ado, let's dive into the unboxing. All right, we've just got it open. Here we go. It's nicely wrapped on the inside here. Got this paper. Let's do the reveal together. We don't need that. Oh, there's lots of paper this time. Okay, here we go. So the first game. I forgot that we got an Xbox game in this hole. This pile under here must be the Switch. Okay, they're all backwards, which is a little anticlimactic. But as you can see, a nice full box here of sealed games. Let's dive in. All right, so the first game, we're gonna start with the Nintendo Switch games this time. First up is Gigantosaurus Dino Sports, nice and sealed. If you watched our last video, you know that we mostly got mature Switch games. So to have some E for Everybody games, we're trying to expand on our Switch library. So I think this is a nice addition. Have a roarsome sports party with Mazu, Rocky, Bill, and Tiny. I don't know, it looks pretty neat. Pretty fun. I've never played anything in that series. It looks like a fun time. All right, and next up is Oni, Road to Be the Mightiest Oni. I think I'm saying that one right. A nice little indie game here that looks really calm and relaxing, but looks like it also has a nice story involved as well. Break your enemy's souls to reclaim your pride. So maybe it's not a relaxing, calm story if you're breaking your enemy's soul, but it looks pretty good. Excited to see gameplay on this. I'm gonna look that one up. It's something that looks pretty interesting to me. Next up is Saga of Sins, another indie title here. It says on the back, transform into demonic creatures and fight the 7 deadly sins. Again, I don't really know anything about this game. The art style looks pretty interesting. It looks like a 2D platformer of some kind with different abilities and such. And again, just like the last video, it's not a first-party Nintendo Switch haul. It is more so indie titles and hidden gems on the consoles. We have Kataria Fables. Now, this one I can vouch for. I played this one. I got this one around New Year's, and it was the first game that I played in 2026. When I first got it, I thought it was going to be a cozy farming game. It's kind of got that art style. It shows a lot of farming on the back cover. But it's actually less farming and more so an action RPG where you level up and you save the town from all the monsters that are coming to the land. And you can farm and you can play 2-player, which was another big draw for me. I played that with my girlfriend on New Year's Day. But it's a really neat title. Like, it's really interesting. I think it goes for about $20, and I think that's quite a steal for a really fun time, especially because it's 2-player. That's always fun. Our next title is Tandem, A Tale of Shadows. It looks pretty spooky there. It's a puzzle platformer with unique gameplay and exceptional aesthetics. That looks pretty neat as well. I don't really know what it's about, but it does have a really nice art style. Again, me going from knowing nothing about this game, it looks a little bit like Little Nightmares. So that's a pretty neat addition to our Switch library. And as you can tell, like, this is already more than we have for the Nintendo Switch in our inventory. And we still have a few more. So it's really nice to be adding quite a variety here. And we have another Gigantosaurus game. This time it is Dino Kart. You were hoping for Mario Kart, but no, we got Gigantosaurus Kart. You can race with 4-player split screen. There's a cup you can win on 15 different tracks. And you also have Bill, Tiny, and the rest of the Dino gang to play as. So that's pretty neat and interesting. I'm gonna put that right next to our other Gigantosaurus game. That's really funny. Next is Button Up, a pixel style game. It says grab a Joy-Con and jump into the unique platforming of Button Up. Pretty interesting design there. I kind of like that. You can play single player co-op or 4-player battle, so that's a fun one to have. So You can definitely tell the theme for this Switch haul was different than the last one. There's a lot of E-rated games. There's a couple multiplayer games as well. That's kind of the Switch library we're trying to build, so that's really nice. And last Nintendo Switch game here is a game called Unsold. This tells the story of a prince from a collapsed empire that has the ability to absorb the souls of the dead and grow in power. So, I don't really know much about these games, but really happy to add these and just add to our Switch library. Moving on, we have 3 Xbox games, it looks like, and 2 PS4 games and 2 PS5 games. So we're gonna start with the Xbox games. We haven't got Xbox games since our first haul, I think, which was our PS3, Wii, and Xbox 360 haul. So it's nice to add some more games to our Xbox library. We have Them's Fighting Herds Deluxe Edition for the Xbox Series X and Series S. It's a fighting game with different animals to play as. It says stunning 2D visuals, episodic story mode, interactive pixel lobbies, and intense online matches. So pretty nice to have that. And that's our first Xbox Series game. You can also play this one on the Xbox One, which, you know what, I really do respect Xbox for doing that. I think that's pretty great that they release games for Xbox One that works on both the Series X at the same time. I think that's pretty cool. Our next game is Clash Artifacts of Chaos. An incredible adventure, as it says on the back. I know nothing about the adventure in this game, but it looks pretty cool. It's also an Xbox Series X or an Xbox One game. You're hunted by an enemy with untold power, a fighter, and the creature under his protection begins a perilous quest to the edges of strange lands. All right, and next up, our last Xbox game here is Shining Resonance Reframe. It says, liberate the dragon's soul that resides within you. Again, in the last video, we kind of went for more anime-centered in some of our games, or a lot of our games that we got. So it's nice to have an Xbox One game that's also in that genre. And moving on to our PlayStation 5 titles, this one is one that I've wanted to try because I've only played the old versions of these games. This is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, and what draws me to this one is not only that it has, fun game modes and the story mode, but you can also play as Sonic and Tails, and I'm a huge Sonic fan as well. So this is really cool. If it wasn't sealed, I would definitely try it before putting it in the inventory, but I can't break the seal. I'm gonna add that straight to the inventory for our next show in Owen Sound. And our last PS5 game before moving on to our PS4 games is Soul Hackers 2. We also got this in our last haul. It's nice to have another edition as well. So those are our PS5 games. And our first PS4 game is Redout 2 Deluxe Edition. It's nice to have a racer. Now this is different than anything we really have, I guess, other than the Gigantosaurus kart. We have like retro racing games, but nothing modern to offer. So it's really nice to offer this arcade racing game to players. And our last game for this haul is a really good one, I think. Really happy to add this to the inventory. We don't have any of this franchise for a modern console available in our inventory, and it is Sonic Colors Ultimate, a decent Sonic title, and really nice graphics on the PS4 version. I played a little bit of this on the original Sonic Colors, but never the Ultimate Edition. So really happy to have that. We're gonna get this box out of the way. So it's a really nice haul here. We have a total of 15 games here, 2 PS4, 2 PS5, 3 Xbox One, and 8 Nintendo Switch games. I think we've got a decent variety. We got titles that people probably don't have in their collections for the Switch, and we have some games for the PlayStation and Xbox that might be more uncommon as well, with a couple recognizable Sega titles. So overall, I think this is a decent haul to add to our inventory, and I'm really excited to be bringing all of these sealed games to Owen Sound's Comic-Con and also to our future shows after that. I want to thank you so much for being here and checking out this video. It would mean a lot if you checked out our other videos as well. Many of our viewers are not also subscribed, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, you hit the like button. It helps us grow. It helps us so much. We appreciate all the support. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.